This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Okay, guys, welcome in post Manchester City on the road at Chelsea. On the face value of this game, Chelsea 20 goals on the season, looking to score, looking to get points, and Graham Potter looking to instill the Blues at Stamford Bridge into a win over the Blues from the Etihad in Manchester. Now, the game gets underway. Doesn't really start too well for Chelsea, and it gets even worse on about 5 minutes. Raheem Sterling goes out of the game. In comes Aubameyang. And I got to tell you, for the rest of the game, Aubameyang really didn't get into the game, didn't really get too much done, and was pretty much a bit part player. He'd come into the midfield, try to get the ball, and then go back up front, making space, losing the defender, trying to make it happen for Chelsea. But it just didn't happen. And Aubameyang eventually wouldn't see out the 90 minutes either. So, looking at that, it's not great for Chelsea in the first half. 22 minutes, it gets even worse. Pulisic, the great American, comes in to the left side of the goal, lining up to put his boot behind a shot. As he takes the shot and boots the ball, stones the defender from Manchester City, gets in the way with a big leg. It wasn't the tackle that did the damage on Pulisic. It was Pulisic's own shot, own shooting power. And really, with a bit more thinking about it, he probably wouldn't have taken the shot on, because it looked, for me, like he was going to get injured. Injury happened. He would leave the field. And I tell you what, it seems that this was not going to be Chelsea's day. But anyway, Chelsea would battle. At half-time, it's 0-0. And you're thinking, Graham Potter, what are you going to change in the second half? Pep Guardiola, however, didn't need to change too much. City in control at half-time, 0-0. The game gets underway in the second half. The only difference is someone's going to have to score. The game was an absolute mirror image of the first half. Nobody giving each other chances. Nobody giving each other space in the half spaces. All the passing lanes were blocked beyond belief. It was a contest between two juggernauts. An absolute fantastic game. But eventually the goal would come. And it was Pep Guardiola that would make it happen. 60 minutes in, he'd make a couple of substitutions. He'd bring in the man himself, Grealish. He'd also bring in Riyad Mahrez to change up the flow. 60 minutes in, he makes the substitutions. On 63, Grealish gets the ball left side, puts the ball across with a beautiful cross in front of goal. Azbalega should have come out and got that ball. The Chelsea keeper makes a horrendous mistake in judgment by not coming to smother the cross. It goes through, and from 5 yards in, Riyad Mahrez on the field for just 3 minutes, just like Grealish that just assisted. It's 1-0 to City, and that's all she wrote. Chelsea would storm the net for the remainder of the game, but City would basically use their experience, use the nous, and use the game-winning capability of shutting games down tactically. That's exactly what they did. Man City now 5 points behind Arsenal, are closing in, and I've been telling you all season, Man City will win this league. Man City is definitely still my pick. 5 points, it was 8. I tell you what, Arteta, you better get this team moving up and get them into gear, because Manchester City is coming. On the day, 1-0 to Manchester City on the road. A really big win. Go City, go. Cheers.
The Ultimate Soccer Show. Join me, listen, you'll love it. Everybody does.